you guys? It's Dev, and I'm with Popularity.
Now you're working on your debut album in Costa Rica right now. How's that going? What can we expect, and how has that experience been for you?
It's going really well, actually. My producers, the Cataracts I live with back in LA, came with me, and they're doing the production on the whole album. So it's been really great, working and making my album with my best friends and roommates, and it's been good. And I think that the album really reflects who I am and where I'm at this time. I'm 21. There's a lot of good textures and different, speeds and sounds and flavors in it, so that's really good too. I didn't want it to be just one thing, because I'm not really like that personally, so yeah, I don't know, it's going good. I think it's going to be a little bit of surprise to some people, and I'm hoping that they're going to like it. I love it so far, so it's been really dope. I mean, we've been out here for 3 weeks, so it's been fun for sure.
When you went into the album initially, did you have a vision, or are you just letting the pieces kind of fall where they may?
I think that since day one, me and the Cataracts have sort of had this vision, them with their stuff and me with mine, and when we come together, they've always done all my production, and they pretty much taught me everything. So I think we've kind of always had this vision of where we wanted to take our music, and now it was just sort of my turn to step up to the plate and really make, a whole album. So, I mean, I guess there's not really one word that can describe it or anything, but I think once people hear it and they listen to it, and they sort of will probably get it, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't really go into it with any sort of, I guess, one-laned idea, I just kind of wanted to sort of really reflect, who I am and what I've been doing for the past 21 years and where I come from and where I'm at right now. And yeah, so there's kind of you'll be able to hear that when you listen to it.
What would you say is the most important lesson that you've learned throughout this recording experience?
I guess through this recording experience, being out here in Costa Rica, I guess just to kind of go, I mean, I didn't really put any pressure on myself. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to go with the flow and kind of just keep it real. And I guess it's just that, I'm really lucky that I get to work with people that know me so well and are my best friends. So, I don't know, I guess we're just kind of going, I think just to kind of go with the flow, I'm not pressured into anybody really telling me what to do. I get to kind of just be myself. So, I don't know, I guess we're just going with the flow, keeping it real.
What would you say are the key challenges that you face during your creative process?
Gosh, you want to know what? I mean, there are definitely times where, we're in the studio every day, and this is with anybody, though, you get kind of stuck sometimes, I guess, creatively, but there really wasn't any pressure. We'd start when we felt like we were ready in the day. Sometimes we wouldn't start till late at night, if we felt like we were ready then, and sometimes we would stop a song halfway and start something new because we just weren't feeling that, I wanted it to be as natural as possible, and so did the Cataracts, and I feel like that's when we work best. G6 was made completely naturally, and Bass Down Low was completely naturally, and I guess that was like one of the most important things for me going into it, was to keep that sort of effortless and very true sort of feeling. So, thankfully, we're like on a beach, and I don't really, I guess there really wasn't too many challenges, I guess. We wanted to keep it like that. And I think that we definitely did that. And I think that you can hear that too in the album, the fact that there really isn't any pressure or any, it's very effortless, I guess.
Are there any songs that have surprised you by taking a different direction than you initially envisioned that they would?
That surprised me? There's definitely a couple songs on the album that are different than Bass Down Low and in G6. I don't really want to give too much away. I think it'll be fun for people to sort of, listen to it and be a little intrigued and surprised and stuff. But they were always songs. You can definitely tell listening to this album that I grew up influenced by many different genres and always listened to and appreciated them. And I was finally my one chance where I really got to play around in that, So yeah, there's definitely songs in here people probably wouldn't expect that I would make, but I've always loved,
Bass Down Low has almost 3 million hits on YouTube. Did you expect the song to blow up like it has?
I guess not. I don't really try to think about it like that, because, you know, the pressures of me putting pressure like that on myself would just be completely whack. But, you know, it's good. I think it fit right, you know, as a follow-up to G6. And it was really, really dope to see, you know, that it got that attention. It was definitely really, really dope to see, but I guess I didn't really expect it, you know. It was, like I said, another song me and the Cataracts just kind of made together doing our thing, but it's been pretty fucking exciting, so.
Creating music is like organizing an accident. What do you think about that statement?
Organizing an accident, gosh, that's funny. I don't really think about it like that, I guess. You know, thankfully I've been sort of growing in the game with people like the Cataracts that are very interesting and unique, and, you know, they go about their music the same way that I do, and it's never really been something where I've ever had to, like, you know, people never really, like, beat me over the head with, like, well, you need to sit down and make this, you know. So, I don't know, I've never really thought about it like that. It's always been like planting a little seed and it grows into a flower. I like that one better.
Can you describe your attraction to music?
I guess I've always been, always growing up, I was always really, really into music, and I think that, you know, I would go to shows because you can almost escape from reality a little bit, and, you know, or music can sometimes even bring you back to a time, and I think that just the fact that it's such a good way that I can express myself, and I can make others feel good, and I can, you know, yeah, I've just always been into it for those sort of reasons, I guess, you know, being able to express myself and sort of get lost a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, I guess that's always why I've loved it. That's a really good question.
What are your hopes for 2011? What do you want to accomplish this year?
Oh, that's a good one. I want the album to come out, and I want to tour around as much as possible and play lots of shows and hang out with lots of kids and just sort of do my thing, you know. I definitely want to take it one step at a time and one day at a time. And, yeah, I would just like to, you know, do my thing. Mm-hmm. So hopefully 2011 will be a good year, good touring year.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to share with the Readers of Popularity?
Well, I hope that they like this interview, and I love them, and they're hot.